Look, straight up, Ricky Hatton, the woman that set him up, has now come forward to go public. Now he's been having an affair with this runner for about a year. Her name is Emma something, like Emma Bowe, like Riddick Bowe. It's spelled like that. Now she met him at an autograph session, like after he had lost to Manny, and he took a picture with her. She told him he was a boxer. Ricky liked her, invited her to come back to the room. Now this dude, people taking pictures and everything, and they were supposed to be separating from his ex-wife, well, not his ex-wife, but his fiance, to leave to go with this woman. He's telling her he love her. She thought it was a one night stand. He telling her to stick around. He's having a ball. He's doing a lot of coke, and she said she wanted him to get some help, but she claimed she didn't set him up. But she was the only one that could have did it. So that's why Ricky cut her off immediately. And since she didn't get any money out of it, now she's going public to sell the story. And this is why you gotta watch these women that you dealing with. Now Ricky's finna his fiance Jennifer, she's already going through helping her friend get over cheating her husband Wayne cheating on her. So now she was just came out and made a statement she was gonna stick by Ricky through the cocaine incident. Now what she finna do when she found out about this woman who ain't lying? This woman got naked pictures of Ricky had. Tattoos, everything. He passed out on the bed naked. You can't trust these women, B. Can't trust them. Not as far as you can bowl. But moving right along, we're gonna roll into some of these questions because the mailbag for questions has gotten a lot too full right now, and that's saying something. This is like back when I had the 600 followers on the other one, on the other page. This is about the same amount of questions I was getting. It's pretty heavy, but I'm gonna try to answer a couple for you right here since we got this extra time. Because talking about Ricky Hatton, it's like, what for? Okay, let me go ahead and read question number one. Question number one. Okay, yeah, I answered this one. I didn't answer this one. This guy wants to know about the bantamweight tournament, about Danier and Montiel, and why they can't get these two guys in the tournament. I pretty much kind of stated it in the video, but Gary Shaw used to own pretty much Danier, then he left and went with Top Rank, and it's been a little of a pissing contest ever since. Plus, they're a little reluctant in putting Vic in the ring with Danier until they get them to agree to certain terms. But Showtime was like, look, either you're getting on board with this or you're not. And Top Rank was not going to commit those two guys to fight that many fights. Over there, they want to be able to control and dictate where they want the career to go and how the fight should go. Um, Rehydration clause. What is that? I've never heard of rehydration clause. Are you saying the fighters can't rehydrate? That's against the law. No. You're right. That is against the law. You can rehydrate. No one says you can't rehydrate. Certain fights, they have a limit as to how many pounds you can come in the ring as. You've seen some fights where fighters come in 20 some pounds over the weight limit. So you don't want to have your fighter going up against a guy that's 20 or 30 pounds bigger. So some contracts and some fights, they have restrictions. They say, okay, but on fight day, you can't weigh more than such and such. And then they have a weigh-in on the scale in the back that takes care of that. But these are secret things that are in contracts. And sometimes it could be in your contract that you can't even discuss it. Now, noticeably in Manny Pacquiao fights, he seemed bigger than all the so-called big guys he was facing. He was bigger than Miguel Cotto. He looked bigger than Hatton. We know he was bigger than Oscar, but they want to sell you on the fact that these guys were bigger than the little guy who's supposed to be Manny Pacquiao. That's how they sell it. That was the smallest anybody has ever seen Kaladi look in a ring. The guy comes in the ring at 160 plus. You can go and look at video. And look at him in the video of Manny Pacquiao. Look at the video of him against Cotto. Look at the video of him against Judah. And you look at the size of Joshua Kaladi and look at the size he was when he fought Manny Pacquiao. It's common sense, people. You don't even have to be told this. It pretty much answers itself. Let me go to the next question. Why won't Floyd fight? Why did he fight Mayweather in November? Since you said Mayweather said he agreed to the drug testing. I already answered this, but let me do this again. Mayweather, it was his choice, and pretty much in agreement with HBO and everybody else involved. They did not want to fight in November the 13th. It's not a good month. It's really not a good month. The fight would sell, but it's cold weather. A lot of people are going to be home for the holidays. They're trying to save money. It's a whole different environment. You have to calculate time when people travel. They got kids in school. It's just starting up. It's really hard to travel and go to places like Las Vegas to see fights and get around. They want to make it as comfortable as people as possible. Putting this fight on in May will just escalate. People who can't even go in and see the fight will go to Las Vegas just to be in the atmosphere. And that's what they want. They want people coming there to gamble, to be in the atmosphere, the celebrities. They want this to happen in Vegas, and it will happen in Vegas, and it will happen in May. They got everything pretty much agreed upon. Things are being worked out right now in private. Okay, Floyd Mayweather 2 weeks ago was just in Texas. Okay, they were just meeting with Schaefer and a couple other people, but that was in private. No media was present. Nobody pretty much knew he was there. You see, there's a lot of stuff being done behind the scenes that you don't know. But trust me, I told you the fight was going to happen in May. Trust me on that. Okay. Next question. Oh, that's stupid. Stupid question. Stupid question. Come on, y'all. Come on with it. Oh, Antonio Margarito. Now that he's back in boxing, do you think after this fight he will get another fight besides, or will he just fight in Texas? Why would he go anywhere else? He's not going to get licensed in California. He's not going to get licensed anywhere else. He might as well just stay in whatever the hell he is, Texas. If he wins the fight, they may clear him. But do you think Floyd Mayweather will fight him? Come on. I wouldn't fight a guy that was putting plaster and stuff in his gloves. Who's to say he won't cheat again? Find a new way to cheat. So that's how I feel about him. Okay. Why do you put so much hate into Manny Pacquiao? In all your videos, you're telling lies on Manny Pacquiao. What lie am I telling on Manny Pacquiao? What lie have I told you? I want to know. I don't hate Manny Pacquiao, and y'all probably don't remember this because they took down the videos. I was the only person who came out and said, I said he was taking supplements, but I didn't believe they were illegal in the sport of boxing. I said that. Me. That's who. When everybody was saying he was doping, I was the one saying, I know he's taking supplements, but I don't believe they're illegal. It was just to help him gain weight. As it went on and more things were being revealed, I come to find out, oh, he was. And there was no doubt about it. And I said, oh, okay. And I stayed corrected. And I made my video saying, look, this is the way it is right now. Manny Pacquiao is dirty. And I went out and put that video out, and I was just told that by somebody I trust. And ever since then, that was the basics of it. I, I went from there, and I never changed anything since. Was I a fan of Manny Pacquiao? Sure, I was. I rooted against. I don't think I've ever picked a fight wrong with Manny Pacquiao. Even now, I haven't picked him wrong at all. I picked him to win these fights that he was fighting. I picked him to beat Miguel Cotto. I picked him to beat Hatton. I picked him to beat De La Hoya by decision. But he was never in a fight that I didn't think he would win. I picked him against Marquez in the second fight, even though he lost that fight. And they gave him the W, but I picked him to win it. So, uh, I don't know what else to tell you about that situation. That should clarify everything up. You know, when you don't want to take a drug test, I'm going to have a problem with you. Once Manny Pacquiao take this test, shoot, what problem I'm going to have with him? Because everything stems from this drug test and the way they portrayed him. This guy haven't beaten anybody. He hasn't beaten any of the real champions in any division. But yet y'all hold him up as he's the champion and pound for pound champion. That is very weird to me. He never fought Joan Guzman. He never fought Humberto Soto. He never fought Casamayor. He never fought Freitas. He never fought Joan Guzman. He never fought these guys he was supposed to fight at these late weights. Where's Nate Campbell's? All these guys that was there for him, and he didn't fight them, and he can't say that these guys were avoiding him. Nobody even knew who he was. I mean, period. It's just stupid. But this video is getting too long, so I'm gonna holler at y'all later and take care of the rest of these questions. We just had extra time after Ricky, because he's really a short story.